the following presentation of the National Football League.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. And tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love going to throw right away. Got Dobbs over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Play action this time with Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down Packers. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's
a game of 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To the air again, Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
That's another Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Love looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
It's a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected and give him an opportunity.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score, Packers.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
Looking to put a drive together. In motion left comes Brown. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. To throw is Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
What is this? What's that?
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Throwing now is Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Daniels. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
3rd down and 13. Now Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So wipe out the good yardage there on the completion with the block in the back.
And the coaching point there, you've got to be mindful of it as a blocker. They always tell you, if you can read a guy's nameplate, don't block him. That costs him right there.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To the air goes Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels looking to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one down the line of scrimmage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. And the football has not touched the ground yet. He's 10 of 10, including the touchdown on the last drive as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing. Love. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They brought him in off the corner. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Love now. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's going to be he's sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Dorrance Armstrong.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They go play action. Daniels. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the Packers' 17-yard line.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A little juke.
And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Love looking to throw it. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Going back to Love. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Now Daniels.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Commanders.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Samuel in motion. Throwing now is Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Daniels looking to throw.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He's got a man, complete.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score. Commanders.
That time a 9-play drive.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he goes out right around the 39.
So an illegal block in the back there, that's going to wipe out what turned out to be a really nice play.
And you absolutely love that your wide receivers want to be involved in blocking downfield, but the technique was poor there, and of course, out came the flag.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's good.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is 2nd and 8. Now Love. That's taken in by Kraft.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Tucker Kraft, 34 yards. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Daniels.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
3rd and 13.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Love now. That's taken in by Golden.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's second and 10. Love from the gun. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Love from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Packers first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Ball start, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. First and goal. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Love looking to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on second and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up third.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Love. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw into defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score, Packers.
A 10-play drive that time.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Ooh, the juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time, they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They'll try and run the option.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Love, they go play action now. Wide open receiver complete.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's going to take it in. Jacobs. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 35.
One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now Washington down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Pass complete. Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not only going to catch the football, he's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And that's complete to Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Showtime! Let's make some noise!
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Throwing now is Daniels. And he is caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Hurts over the middle.
Daniels pass. Complete to number 86, Zach Ertz. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 6.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.